wins in a row, man. Just how do you feel about how everything unfolded tonight?
Man, awesome. I cannot believe I couldn't get that finish in the second round. The head kick landed great, but the clinch knees were great, and the spinning back fist hit even harder than the kick. And I'll tell you, Max Griffin's super tough. We knew that going in, that we had seen some fights where he'd been hurt and recovered really well. And so yeah, I was very happy to get the win. I took very little damage too, and my friend Ryan Spann just won by guillotine, and we were having some fun. And Ryan officially has the best guillotine in force.
Yeah, really.
He sure does, yeah.
It's interesting. And I mean, the ball. I know it wasn't a great night for Macy a couple weeks ago, but just Fortis has been killing it this year. And I know you're kind of one of the flight bearers of that gym.
Absolutely.
Just tell us the vibe right now in the gym right now.
Man, it's awesome. I'm more afraid of the backlash from Coach Safe losing than actually losing the fight. So just the accountability that all the fighters there have with like their training and their decision making and their just lifestyle, it is so extremely important. I always worked hard and trained hard in every fight camp, but to have a coach and a mentor and a leader like making sure we make the absolute best decisions is 100% necessary for success. And he does such a good job bringing like the team together, and it's so much fun. I'm so happy to represent that team.
Yeah, I mean, Max had some good moments in the fight too. Was there at any point where you felt you had to kind of rally back from adversity there, or did it maybe look worse than it was?
No, in the third round, I know we were both a little tired. He scored takedowns, but did absolutely nothing with him. He never got to a dominant position, and I was able to get up pretty quick. And then he had a couple of good punches that had moved me, but I have a pretty good natural tendency to like move my head in the direction of punches, so it doesn't have like a crashing impact. And I really felt my jab sticking in strong, and I saw the visible damage, and was very happy to land that left high kick. That was a move I had used a lot earlier in my career and kind of left it out. And my coach and I were even joking about it, and I was like, I probably won't throw it. And my striking coach, Matt Wald, and sure enough, I landed it and dropped him with it. It was a lot of fun.
Awesome. 3 wins in a row. I mean, that's tough to do in this weight class. What do you feel like this does for you in terms of setting up future opportunities?
I took no damage. I'm very much so looking to fight early next year. Diego Lima also just won his 3rd fight in a row in Australia, and I actually had gotten matched up with him in the past. He had an opponent for the Carolina card, I think South Carolina, and the opponent pulled out. I had filled in the spot, but the fight didn't happen. And he's on a 3-fight win streak. Got a lot of respect for he and his brother, and I think that would be a really fun competitive fight. But there's a lot of names out there I'd like to fight. I'm curious to see who the UFC is going to be next.
What about Diego Lima draws your attention for fight?
Just stylistically, I like the fight a lot, and just watching him in Australia. I actually asked to get on that Australia card. The Jake Matthews, the guy he fought, Diego Lima, or even Luke Gimo or whatever. I would have fought any of those guys, and I was actually booked the week after for this Tampa card, which was much more preferable. It's in the US, it's a much easier flight. So again, there's a list of guys I'd like to fight, but Lima is on a 3-fight win streak. I'm on a 3-fight win streak. I think it's a good fight.
Why has Fortis been so successful? I mean, you guys have been killing it lately. What about that gym is bringing so much success?
Having good training partners is always important, and that you can find in a lot of different places. But again, it's Coach Safe. He really brings us together. I don't give away too much info. He gives the absolute best pre and especially good post-training speeches that just gets everyone motivated and pumped. Our private lives have to be very respectful, and he just sets very, very high standards for the fighters, and gives us a very strong purpose, and it's so much fun. And I also own a gym, Grace Father Women's in Houston. So for these fight camps, I drive them to Dallas in the beginning of each week, do my super hard work, come home, recover, and then I focus on all the technical aspects with my jiu-jitsu instructor, Joe Heinen, and Carlos Martinez, and then my kickboxing coach, Matt Wall. And I run my gym in Houston. I love all my students dearly, and it's such a good, refined system of technical work later in the week, and super hard game plan and pacing work with Fortis in the beginning of the week. And I think it's a really good blended balance.
And how important is it to have like a really good gym there in Texas, right close to you? Because most of the gyms are in California, New York, Florida, but not in Texas. And now you have a solid gym in Texas.
Yeah, Dallas is about a 3-hour drive north of my house, and I've made that drive 50 times now. It's an easy drive. I actually enjoy the time. It's quiet. I get to listen to my crazy metal, and man, it's just so much fun. I feel like I'm in such a good spot in my martial arts journey and career right now, and I'm very excited to see what happens in the future.
What's in your metal playlist?
Mostly I'm on Marth, and they're coming to Houston next week, and I get to meet them. I hit them on Instagram. The only time I use my UFC credit is to meet my metal bands, and so I'm happy to go do that next week.
Nice.
Thank you.
Congrats.
Thanks, guys.